Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi. Bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. You guys, I recently or just last night came across this Facebook page. A colleague of mine actually directed me this way to actually look at this page, and I appreciate it so much. So this lady is a psychic medium. Okay, she is a psychic medium, but her focus on her page is on unsolved cases. Okay, a lot of the cases that she talks about on her page are murder cases, and also like people that have gone missing. Okay, it looks like she studies the case and takes the information that she has on the case, and then makes a reading on the case. I don't know if I can say it's a prediction, since she is reading on something that has already happened, but then she will come back and write about the case, in terms of what her reading was on the case. And one of the things that she has done is make a reading on a case, aka. Okay, and her prediction, you guys, is quite interesting, or should I say her findings are quite interesting when it comes to this case. You guys, when it comes to the mediums, you guys, I do believe in mediums, let me say that, but I also know that there is a lot of fake um, people out there that are calling themselves mediums. I am somebody that has religiously watched Long Island medium, Teresa, and I like her, and I like what she does for the people, and how much she helps the people to get closure, especially when they've lost their loved ones. So I know that there are people that, and also Usis Tembe here in South Africa, I watch her too on Idlozi, and I like a person that can come and sort of give people closure when it comes to them losing a loved one. But I also know that there are people that call themselves psychic mediums, and they are fake. So we don't know, you guys. But she seemed to be very thorough when she's doing a case, and she will give her findings. She will write them down in detail. And obviously in something like this, it's up to you to decide whether you believe what she's saying or not. You guys, she does have a disclaimer on her page. She says, one of the things that she says on the disclaimer is that her findings are not in any way intended to harm or offend anyone. Her intention is merely to shed light on the case and to help find the perpetrators and let justice be served. But so she seems to have like positive intentions, you guys, if what she has written on her page really is true. Okay, so of course the first part of what she wrote with regards to AKA's case is what we already know. Of course, AKA lost his life along with his friend Utives in Durban. They were gunned down, and these are her findings. You guys, of course, I would let you make a judgment on whether you believe it or not, the same way that I let you make a judgment on whether you believed Uzodwa or not, because Uzodwa also did say that she did see a vision that night. This is a woman that she doesn't necessarily say that she saw a vision, but she's doing a reading after the fact. Okay, so she says, okay, these are her findings. Okay, the message here is clear: a life for a life. Okay, this was a definite hit. AKA had been warned to stay away from KZN after Anele's death. However, he defied the warning by not going to KZN. Not only going to KZN, but doing a gig in Devon, which he never got to do because he was killed. Okay, AKA posted on his high lifestyle, the food, the barber, the drinks, and so much more all over the social media handles. This social media footprint allowed the suspects to know his um, exact whereabouts. This also infuriated those that sent the warning to AKA to stay away. Okay, they saw that this as a challenge, arrogant and defiant. A hit on AKA had already been placed should he ever return to KZN, and he did. A person who ordered the hit is a very wealthy, moves in powerful circles, detests AKA, and blames him completely for Anele's death. The photos documenting the violent fights between those two speak for themselves and are circulating on social media. My feelings about Anele's death is that she was definitely not suicidal, nor under the influence of alcohol or drugs. She was not pushed out of the window. She feared for her life and she was trying to escape. The main person who originally called the hit will not be exposed. He is protected, he is untouchable. Someone else will take the blame and be arrested. This will come as a surprise slash a shock. A female is the one who alerted about AKA and his post showing where he was. The two shooters are hired killers, hitmen who received a huge amount of money. In total, I see 6 people involved. Blood money can be traced, um, but it may take quite a long time. I feel only 2 people will be arrested and maybe a 50-50 chance that a third might be. The driver that dropped the shooters off drove around the corner and waited for the shooters. I feel they drove a distance and swapped vehicles. Sadly, Tibbs, a good soul, got caught in the firing and was killed alongside his friend. He was never a target, just a victim of circumstances. The evidence and the leads are in AKA's phone. The person threatening AKA was so angry he forgot to cover his tracks properly. Intelligence should be able to trace this. I also picked up that AKA really did love Anele and was hurting really deeply at her funeral. You guys, I tried my best to read her findings exactly the way that she wrote them so that I don't add anything. So, what I have just read to you is exactly what is written on her page. Of course, like my tone might be different from how she wanted it to sound, but that is exactly what she has written in there. Clearly, she is saying from her reading that she feels like it was a hit, and the big part of it that I see as a clue is that she feels like there is something on AKA's phone that might actually give them a lead as to who the killers are, because she believes that somebody was making threats. And like she says, of course, I wish that when somebody does a reading like this, like that, they see the names of the people. But I think that if you are a policeman, you could use some of this information to sort of, maybe direct or be directed in your investigation. I don't know, you guys, but you can make your own conclusion on whether this lady is onto something or not, also depending on whether you believe in psychic mediums or not. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumayona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.